There. All right. Good morning, everyone. Today is January 31st. This is the MicroProfile marketing call. And we will start with, please add your names to the agenda. Caitlin is not here. I will fill out in observations. Thanks, Ed, for co-hosting today on behalf of Caitlin and myself, like both of us will work together on this call. So Ed, you can check the minutes, you know, the normal thing. You have been a co-host before.
Yeah.
So let's go into this. Emily, you added some things in priority items.
Yeah.
And we have, do you want to go in with the first one, please?
Yeah. So if you click on that one, Ed, the first
top
one.
MicroProfile
Yeah.
IO site.
Yeah. If you this one, basically is someone also posted on the Google group, MicroProfile Google group, regarding the kind of all the broken website on the MicroProfile.io. Is a way is the kind of the trying to render the MicroProfile specs. Yeah, so you can see it's kind of the not quite readable. He said he's going to join the call. Maybe he was held up, and so basically, it's kind of.
Sorry, Emily, and sorry for interjecting. There is someone else with a 011, so it's outside 49.
Yeah, I think maybe that's him. Can you let him in?
He is in.
There
he is. Okay. Can you? Oh, okay.
Do you know who it is?
Can you, is that, what is his name? Is that, can you talk? Is it dialed in, but I can't hear him. Ed, can you click on his the GitHub ID? I can't remember his name.
This guy?
Yeah. Or Ralph.
Ralph. Soika?
Yeah,
Ralph Soika.
Okay, yes, I remember him, and I think the person asked to mute. I asked to mute, but we can go ahead if maybe there's not Ralph. This ticket was closed because we're talking about the project page as well, and it's combined, and he brought something up that we know that was not fixed last year. However, Summers from AJAG, Cesar, and David will likely work this year on the website. We need to drop what currently is in the project, under projects tab, and make it so that the projects page in each single specification is constantly updated via PRs. This is not something that Ryan, or not something that is only front end or design. This is something that will have to be built into the website and its back end. So these tickets could be open, but it's not going to be dealing with like marketing as it is.
Right.
We need to, Emily, we need to move it into the website and the main page.
Oh, okay.
So we need to move it. These tickets, we can keep it because Ralph have done a really good job saying, hey, this is wrong, this is wrong, this is wrong. However, all of it is going to be gone. It doesn't really matter what it currently is. All of it is going to be deleted, and we're going to put a new platform that is all back in. And I think Summers and Cesar are the ones that have done a really good job with the research. Summers is not here, but tomorrow under the website, Emily, I will go there, and if there is no minutes for community, I will post the minutes today from copy-paste from last time, because we didn't discuss anything aside from retrospective. Copy-paste needs to be done, and then I will do that. And then you can go, or I can go and add this ticket. That's it. We cannot discuss anything else on this call.
Yeah. So in this case, we can transfer this ticket to MicroProfile dash site and then tag Cesar and then Summers. Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, and it's not only that, we need to transfer this ticket to the marketing working group repo, because this is about, yeah, we can leave it here. We can leave it here, but this is for the marketing group, because the website falls onto the entire, you know, when we're talking about backend, this is going to need serious resources. back-end resources, right?
Oh, okay. So basically, is I think is for tomorrow's call we can discuss the 2022 objectives. So all the categories should create an issue there, and then we can, one of the issue is for the site, and then we can add these issues on that. Basically, mention these issues for that one to sort it out.
Correct.
Yeah.
As you remember, Emily, last year, I was the one to do the cleanup for this repo and move a bunch of things into the market and into the working group project. And then we closed a bunch of them. And there are a few tickets in the working group that need to be closed by you as well. So tomorrow we usually say, hey, everyone go and clean up. I know we're adding tickets, but the cleanup has not been completed. I went in through it in December 15th before going into vacation at home. And there are a bunch of tickets created by you that were not done or were completed. We need to clean those before tomorrow.
We already cleaned for all the technical issues. All the technical, we spent the last 2 meetings basically went us through all the technical. Yeah,
that's amazing.
So we already added like for the ones that remain open, is still needs some work to be done. And for the others, we closed it. Okay. Yeah. So that's
sorry.
for the first one.
Who's gonna move that ticket? We'll take care of it.
Yeah, Ed. I will move I will create the community minutes, and then Emily is going to bring the updates into the tomorrow's call under the website. She will pull the tickets there, so you can say Emily.
Yeah, I will migrate the issue to the other repo.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
And then Emily, once you do, just copy the link to the Git and say transfer and closed. And then that's it. We move on.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, that's fine. I will add an explanation note. So this is not directly close it. Just find a better home. Okay. So the second one is a page to host a compatible info. So we really need a page. This should be in the marketing, right? We need a page to host the compatible implementations.
Mm-hmm. And here, Ed, you got down. I added a Word doc. Here is the minutes. There is the minutes. That is the document. Do you see the document there? No, not that one. It's a document in the Google Drive.
This guy?
Yes, that one and 13 days ago. Mm-hmm. So then we have, if you can click it, that would be great, Ed. And thanks so much for being so patient with this kind of thing. So this document is live and it's always on. As you can see, it has 2019 when we started like more serious work in the website on the level of changing things. So then we need to change this to say MPIO, but I said new website pages and the priority is here. I went in and I drafted what must have, nice to have, and an example. And in the Git issue, we have a contributor coming from, I have never heard from him before, but his feedback was spot on and he has a few questions. So I have asked him to copy paste his feedback here. And if I don't think he has done it, so what I'm going to do is copy the feedback in these tickets, right? Because after example is all the stuff. So we need to add his feedback here. And for Q1, we will work on this. And this is something that Tommy Tribe said that we'll take over. It's one page and we can create it something simple that will allow for each release to have its own page with not only the documentation for each release and the blogs of each release, blog announcements, but also the repos and the implementations that are compatible, right? So if you see this document that you're seeing it right now, please go in there for only the first part. The second part, forget about it, just leave it there and see what else should we do with it, right?
Should we update the title so that because this is 2019 updates, right?
Yeah, but it should be a new document, but I don't like new documents on the website. because the website is ongoing, right? So it should be like a minute. We should have like a bookmark that says.
I want people saying, oh, the doc, the Google Doc.
Yeah, the Google Doc. It should not say 2019. It should just say MPIO. And then by bookmark, we should have 2022. And then we put the work on 2020, 21, 22, because this year we're going to do a lot of work improving the website.
So this doc is particularly is about that compatible kind of the page, is it? Or is about a whole MicroProfile IO?
All MicroProfile IO.
Okay, so in this case, maybe it's kind of have a subheading. So the bigger priority is about that page. Maybe put that page on the is a kind of the first atom. Basically, we create that page and then we improve some other pages.
Correct. And one of the things is that please go in here. We can adjust it. Like Ed, you got cut. So do you?
Oh, Ed is Ed left.
No, he's here. He's sharing.
I'm here. Just my computer's running really slow. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
This is exactly why I always ask for help for sharing, because I cannot be detecting and my computer crashing. Super frustrating. So Ed, thanks for dealing with the frustration on that. Really appreciate it. So my request for each one of you is going here and let's see what else should we have for the must-have features. Forget about nice, but must-have features. And read, we can destroy whatever I wrote. I just wrote something that I believe is important, that it will be a nice have. And then we can move on with that.
Yeah, I think must-have one is the compatible implementation. So and then we can, once we got this done, then we can work on, we can to see what's the next must-have things.
Yeah, Emily, when I wrote project products, I meant implementations. And if we want to change that into implementations and instead of project products, that is okay. So go in there, adjust it. Each single one of these items will be a ticket. And then we will, we will see how much time it's going to take to do this, because this is not back end. And it's likely that we will, Ryan is likely to help us with this, but he needs to know what is required, right? So we are working on the requirements at the moment. So let's figure out the mass requirements, just the basic, and then move forward. Ryan, do you have feedback for us? Sorry about this, Emily. Ryan, what is your feedback on this, aside from fitting with the mass requirements?
Sorry, with what exactly?
We need to work on not you, but the group needs to figure out the requirements, the mass requirements, and the nice have to create a single page that it will be different pages, right? Like they will be clickable for the compatible. What is your feedback for us while we work on this? We want simplicity, but aside from that,
I mean, there's nothing really for me. I mean, if it's going to be automatically updated, that's a backend thing, not for me. But if it's going to be manually put in by me, I think once you guys have kind of the requirements, then bring me in later and we can discuss it. And then I pretty much, I guess, mock it up, get feedback before implementing it, and then we just go from there.
Perfect. So Ryan, when you do the mockups, how easy is it for us to move it later to PRs for the backend side? I know that Andre and you do an amazing work on that, but we always need backend, and we're not talking about that. We don't have the time to wait for that work. So we're going to do it it's not a patch work. We're going to make it super nice now, and maybe hopefully before the year is over, we can have PRs. Right now, we will deal with.
This is not about the compatible section anymore.
It's about the compatible, but at the moment, we cannot create a page that is pushed via PRs, automatic PRs. We cannot do that.
Well, you just said that this one's going to be manually made, right? On
manually. Yeah. But in the future, we want it to be PR. So that means we will remove the manual. We want it to be like projects page, all PRs. But at the moment, we don't have the bandwidth to do that because it's going to take considerable amount of time. And I'm asking you, you know, the transition from whatever you create now to PRs, and clearly that is a side that you do not know, but do you think it's possible for us to create something super nice that can become PRs at a later time? Or because I don't want to waste your time.
Anything I make, you can make it updated by PRs and look the same. It's just the front end. It's all about what's going on the back end. So like whatever I make, and if everyone's happy how it looks, and you want it updated later through a different back end automatically, I don't know technically what it takes, but there's no reason it can't look the same.
Perfect. Okay, because the website doesn't have only Java, it has Ruby, and so it's like complicated. I can't even remember how many languages it has. So we're trying to clean it up. Thanks, Ryan. Okay,
yeah, no,
now we know. So now we know. Ryan just needs to know the must features. Yeah. So can we all work on this? Make it a priority this week? Just see it, say, no, this is not good. This is good. And then just go ruthless. As soon as this is done, I'm thinking by Friday, we can create a ticket, right? We have a ticket. And then there are some items that are going to be super heavy for Ryan to work on. So it's his job to decide how he wants to distribute the work via the same ticket or multiple tickets while he requests our feedback. So Ryan, we will leave that up to you, but deadline Friday. Are we okay with that?
Yeah, so the must have a feature. Do we all comment on this page or comment on the, okay.
In this page, add suggested edit.
And also I saw the ad. Can you move to the bottom of this page?
Oh, we were only looking at
bottom of this page. Is that the red one is added by Andrew, I think. Oh, okay.
This was added in 2019, and we just need to approve it and move on, right?
Oh, okay.
Because we keep the tracing on staff. We have multiple documents for this, but we have kept, this is like the minutes, never created a new document. This one will be approved. I will go in there and clean it. And then just go into the document, add stuff, add suggested edits so we know what is being adjusted. And then by Friday, you know, we don't need to wait until the next call. By Friday, we can pull in Ryan via the ticket and say, Ryan, we have the basics, here they are, and then move forward. And when I say here they are, there will be copy paste into the Git issue as well and say, work on this. And then he will see the, you know, like the nice have and see if he can implement it. But this is not going to be like his full-time job, right? We have
I'll need more information than like an outline. I'll need like what exactly each logo and all this stuff, like quite detailed.
Yes, I know.
So what I'm thinking also is kind of has a list, the compatible implementation, the runtime logo, and then is the link, and etc. Yeah.
Emily, it needs everything. It needs to have all the implementations that we have in the TN4J presentation. So whatever is there in that messaging, it needs to be added. We need the links of those implementations. But, you know, we need all the information, all the beef. So this is what I'm saying. Please go in there, and then each single one of those is going to be added in a document, not in the document, but in a Git issue so that Ryan can consume it. Because as it is, it's just a skeleton.
Yeah, and then for the other person's comment, so Amelia, you are going to put in this doc, right?
Yes, I am going to put it in this doc, and I will see in it what is a must, what fits into the must, and what fits as nice to have.
Okay,
so that
that sounds good.
Yeah, I will do that.
Thank you. Is this doc is also mentioned in the minutes, right?
Correct.
There's a link there. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Yep.
That's the second one. So Ed, can you go back to the minutes? Sorry, thank you.
Yeah. And we will clean the document to make it MPI, or maybe Ed already did. Yeah, no, it's going to be MPIO. That's it. I'm going to do it like MicroProfile website and just be less lazy with namings.
I didn't
Yeah.
update the document.
Ed, you can update it to MicroProfile website. Move on. And then we
Yeah,
have 2022 bookmark.
My
Move on.
poor laptop is doing the best it can right now. So
You know what?
Yeah.
I'm so selfish. I'm so glad it's not me. It will be me right now, talking and being frustrated. I can't do both, right?
no worries.
Okay. Go. Okay. So then
I
let's-
thought I have another one regarding the kind of book giveaway, but
Yeah, you
it
do.
was deleted.
No, it was there.
Oh, okay, it was there.
It's there.
Okay,
Look at this. Do you
so-
see? In book review under ticket review, but we need one more item. Item number 3, general 2022 call to actions. So let's go to Ed. Can you open Stewards? Yeah, you're opening right now. So Caitlin and I are finishing January. And the call to action is for 2022. Number 1, Ed, can you click? We need volunteers for February. Remember that every month, a new 1 or 2 volunteers come in. And then we do the spreadsheets here. What I'm going to do is in the spreadsheet monthly, you see it?
This guy?
Yeah, that one. What I'm going to do is just add that document into the minutes so it's not confusing because it brings you to too many clicks. So we don't have a steward for February or March because every month, right, we peel out and everyone said, I have the time. So if any of you wish to own February or any other month here, please go in. Definitely we need someone for February, right? To deal with making sure that the issues are being tackled. You can ask for feedback and most importantly, follow up with leading the calls. So Ed, Vince, you know, it's usually 1 or 2 months. The 2 months is a maximum for any microprofiler. So think about it and add your names to the agenda and say, create a ticket and say, I will be the steward for February and March. We need someone for February. Hot seat.
What?
Vince, are you hearing me?
I am. And I can commit from March onwards, but not, well, probably April onwards, but not February. I'm changing jobs. So
Okay.
other story.
No, totally perfect. Add your name to April and you can choose another month as well. Just start with April. Neha and Caitlin are finishing the wiki for stewards, like all the information. So you will be likely able to use, by then, that information. But yeah, April. So Ed, February or no?
I haven't read this, so I'm a little leery about just saying yes.
This is what you did last year. Last year, you did it a full month, leading the calls, sending the minutes, making.
So here's the very last Monday of this month. I will be on vacation. So
totally perfect.
So
we cover you.
Handing this over could be a problem.
Yeah. So Ed, remember that there is usually 2 microprofilers, and it's not the end of the world if you are not in the call because someone else, maybe the co-steward or someone else will cover you. Like for example, Caitlin is not here. She was meant to lead this entire month with me as the helper, and she was not able for family emergency. And I'm covering and bringing, you know, like Emily helped last call, you are helping this call. It's that kind of job. So think about it. And if you decide, hey, yeah, I can do this, lead a call, send the minutes, at least the very basic is perfect. And then, you know, update in the community call, what happened with 1 or 2 topics that are important that we are working on. Those are the main jobs, aside from what you see the responsibilities. The bare minimums are those ones. So think about it. And we have 2 weeks.
Yeah, okay.
Yep. Okay, and Emily, you can also do it if you want, but you're already doing the platform call, you know, like the technical. So I recommend you do not, you know, if no one shows up, I would say, Emily, come on, just on it.
Yeah, I can be the kind of yeah, is or cover or something.
Exactly.
Yeah, if someone is have an emergency, I can. Yeah, if I'm on the call, I can cover.
Exactly. I pulled you on last time because you're super comfortable with that. Okay, so then we see this, and I will make sure to adjust this to make it only one click, not 3 clicks, just this document and the minutes, because it's a constant. We always feel it throughout the year. Who will be the next one? You just choose volunteers. So Ed, let's move back to the minutes, and thanks so much for thinking. You have done this before, and it, you know, it's easier than onboarding someone new.
Okay, so I kind of duplicated your item there. Anyway, sorry.
No, it's good.
Okay.
Then we go, yeah, no, it's perfect. Leave it like it is, because Ed, I have too many links in here. So number 4 is perfect. We just need to delete number 3. Just move on, because the spreadsheet is what we need. It's getting too confusing with the clicks. So we just need one link, move on. And this is always a constant throughout the year.
Okay, you want me to so delete all that? You sure?
Yeah, delete 3.
All right.
And then your 4 becomes a 3, and then that's it.
Or you want the whole thing?
The whole thing gets deleted, because this is item number 1. I will adjust it and create the minutes for next call, so like we have something to start with. And then we go on to, we have 25 minutes. Book giveaway. If we click on this, Emily, go ahead. She replied, but she has not given us how many tickets get transformed from hard copy to ebook. But we have everything else we needed, correct? You're muted. Emily, we don't hear you.
Sorry, I muted myself. So yeah, you're right. The conversion rate hasn't been posted. I will just touch base with Tanny and ask her about the conversion rate from the ebook, from physical copy to ebook.
Emily, I think we have everything we need. Is it possible that you create Git issue, link this ticket, and write a draft of two different descriptions for media, one for ebook and one for paper copy? We will use whatever we have until she changes, at least the paper, the paper and the ebook, just for the write-up, and say, we will need something that highlights the publisher, the book, and microprofilers, right? So then write something like similar to what we wrote for your book, for the 5 of you books, and something that we will use for media. We need 2 different social medias, one for ebook and one for the paper copy.
Yeah.
Paper copy. 2 books we have agreed that will go to Emerson and Edwin, correct?
Yeah.
We will. Yeah, we need to ask them privately, right? We don't want to put them on the spot. And instead of creating a ticket for them, we want to ask them privately. And I think, Emily, I will throw you under the bus here. Can you contact them each individually and say, hey, will you like a copy of this book that is on MicroProfile to be shipped to you, right? And if they say yes, then we gather that information. That means phone number, address, and move on. And then that is what we give to the publisher. So that is done. There are different items, right? One, to get them to see if they need the books. If they do not, then we put those books into the media push, right?
Yeah, so yeah, that's fine. I will contact them both. What about ebook? For the ebook, who do we give to? I think is it possible we do something? Is it possible for them to do something for MicroProfile so we can, they can earn the ebook?
You know what I was thinking about the ebooks, and this is a brainstorming here. I waited to talk with everyone here. How do you feel about providing some of the ebooks to some of the people that contributed blogs in 2021? First, we go through the canvas of the content and see who created those blogs. And on the list, I think we have not a lot of, what is it called? Not many different authors, usually like, you know, and then we say, will you like, you know, we contact them because we have their emails. We contact them privately and ask, will you like this ebook and MicroProfile? But we still need to do, after that, right? We can choose, how many ebooks do we have? 10 or 15?
Let me see. Oh, Ed, can you scroll up?
Yeah. So my question to you is, how do you feel about thanking those ones that have done some work? And also on the technical side, Emily, we need to canvas those that are doing the work, right?
Can you go up again, please?
Sorry, I'm trying to figure out where it's.
It's in the first message sent by the publisher. 10 ebooks. Here it is.
10
books.
Yeah, 10 ebooks and then 5 free copies. So if we have like give out 2, so we have 3 free copies. So we could convert the 3 free copies to ebooks.
Yes, you're talking about the paper copy. 5 paper copies and 10 ebooks, and we're trying to convert 3 paper, right?
Yeah. So yeah, 3 paper to ebook. So the 4 blogs. So this is the one thing we can choose, like give few ebook to blogs, but we still have a few left. Mm-hmm. So what I'm also thinking, what about publicize on our MicroProfile Twitter? Mm-hmm. I mean, for them to like a retweet or grow MicroProfile Twitter follower or something like that. I'm just thinking, but I haven't thought this through. Just a brainstorm.
Vince, Ed, what do you think? We have a few free books available, and we need to use media to highlight. We have some ebooks and paper copies, and we want X. We did on the last call, we requested the publisher to remove the requirement that the winner of the book must write an Amazon review. That was a requirement and we didn't like it. So Emily went in and said, can we remove it? And she said, yes. But now it means we need to do something lighter that we can add through media to say, do X, you know, like we do for the OSR t-shirt, but less work. If we ask someone to create a blog, that might not happen. It's too much work, but it needs to be lighter. So Ed, Vince, what do you think about like, what can we do that is fun and not debt for that individual, but it still adds value and noise, good noise to MicroProfile?
I mean, we can ask them to amplify. I mean, we can, but how are we going to reach out to them on Twitter?
Tweet, no, Hootsuite.
Yeah, I know, but so across all channels?
Yes, all channels.
Okay.
Facebook, LinkedIn, and Twitter.
Sorry, my Siri just decided to say something.
Yeah, maybe your Siri has some good ideas.
Yeah. Hey Siri, how do I have no? That's I mean, the thing that's the lightest way is just an amplification and reshare, right? But reshare with a picture of something. Yes.
So you mean, can you expand on that?
Well, okay, so we're reaching out to them across all social platforms. And then we asked them to what, apply? Or we asked them to what, because we don't have a million of these books. we have like 10, right? 10 ebooks. 10.
We have 15 books in total. We have 15 books in total, so we will have 2 different tweets, one for paper copy and one for ebook.
Well, I would, how about something like this? The first 15 to reply or to RT, tag us, tag Pact with a photo of them holding a piece of paper with MicroProfile on it and a big smile gets a book.
That's amazing.
Oh.
That is super simple. I love it. Ed, Ryan, are you okay with this?
Cool.
Like,
I'm sorry, I missed it.
All right, so we put it out on Hootsuite across all channels, and then we say the first 15 people to forward this or repost it, tagging MicroProfile and Pact with a a selfie of themselves holding a sign that says MicroProfile rocks or something,
Yeah.
gets a book.
That's cool. Why not?
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah.
It's so fun. Ed,
Right.
are you +1?
Sure.
Done. Seriously, Vince, do you see simplicity wins? And I was just thinking blog is too hard because it will bring the same people that we have. We need newcomers to be like, I can win a book just by doing X. Vince, you're awesome.
Yeah, this is so cool. Awesome.
So cool. So then, Emily, you are one of the authors. Can you do the honors to please create a gift ticket, add this discussion and say, for social media, just draft something similar to what we drafted for. We have an ongoing media for the book going for the next 3 months, and then we will continue to have it for the rest of the year, right? But this one is specific to, you know.
I don't think we need the hard copy, because we said we just give one to Edwin, give one to Emerson. So convert that 3 to ebook. So basically we only need the ebook for. Correct. Yeah, so I will create like a roughly draft what Vince said on ticket, and then you all come in to just add all the details and etc. I think capture this. Yeah.
Emily, assign Vince to the tickets as well, and myself, and we can be the reviewers. Ed, if you want to be the reviewer, say so now as a reviewer. Otherwise,
I don't think so. I would be way too slow on this.
There you go. So add 2 reviewers, and then Vince has the idea, which is great, and he, you know, I think he will mold it really nicely because it's just, I didn't even think about it. So cool. All right.
Yeah.
Super.
Very good.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Okay. I also talked to Tanny regarding the conversion rate from the hard copy to ebooks. And then we know how many ebooks we are going to have. Okay.
And one of the things, what I'm going to do in my task, and that little ticket you are going to create, I'm going to use it to say, we have this many content contributors should be considered to get the copy. So I can do that as soon as the ticket arrives. This week, I will go through it, canvas the MicroProfile contributors and add them in the list. We have their emails, so that is going to be super simple. We will just contact them privately once we say, yeah, all of them can be. And whatever is left after that, we can do the fun things and push it every week, you know. If we don't, if in the first week, we don't get whomever, you know, like all the availability fill out, we continue to tweet the same tweets the following week. We need to be, I think, you know, expect for the best to start with. And if it doesn't cover all the ebooks, then we do it again the following week. And it's just fun.
I should think we'd get it. I should think people would do that.
Yeah, I hope so too.
It's not a heavy lift.
Exactly. It's not heavy lift. Be cute, shower, put makeup if you're a woman. Not makeup, but I'm talking about like, you know, shower, be decent, photo, right? That will be me. Have the curls down. Super fun. Let's go to the minutes. And Ed, again.
I don't know about a shower. That sounds like a lot of work.
Dude, I can't even remember the last time I had a shower.
Remember, guys, this call is recorded, right?
Yeah, I don't mind sharing.
Look at this. You know, my yoga hair. I love it, right? Okay, so this is great. Ed, you're right in the minutes. This is amazing.
Yeah, well, thank you. That's perfect. That's
awesome.
It's amazing. So then, don't open it. I'm going to go through some things here. Social media is number 4. Let's click on this, and this is all about Ryan. This is a priority. Every year during January, we revise the designs. So Ryan, take it from here. We need to go all the way down. We have 2 choices, or at least 2 drafts.
Yeah, as Amelia said, if you go up a little bit, above the 2 images, you'll see above this one, and then you'll see, just here? Where that list is, that picture of the list.
Okay.
There you go. This is the old design from last year, one of them. And these are all the images that we have for the scheduling of different topics on social media. So there was a request to make new images for everything, a new style. So if you go below, there's two options. Still keeping the colors and everything. Obviously, the image will match whatever the call is, like faded on the right. But this is kind of one option that would follow kind of a standard. There'll be a centered one and a little bit of adjustments, but kind of where it was going. And then there's one more below. That's a lighter version. Has some similarities, but taking elements from the logo and applying it to different parts. And this obviously is more of a white and lighter version of it.
Can you scroll back up again? 1 second. I like this personally. I like this one, but maybe we can add the calendar icon. Maybe not in white, but in muted in like the blue, but a little lighter. So it's subtle, but it's there.
Above the
yeah, like where you kind of have it on the one below, but in this image.
Okay. Yeah.
Are you seeing you can click so basically link to your to the calendar? Is that right?
Well, this won't be clickable. Well, this could be. Can this be clickable as an image?
No.
I don't think so. No.
Oh, is an image. Oh, I see.
Yeah, it's an image, but the link can be in the copy of the message.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It always is.
Yeah. That's what I'm thinking. Yeah, that's right.
But if you put the little calendar icon, it's it's just again smaller words. Sorry, small pictures, big pictures, small words. Right? It's more obvious that that's a calendar.
Exactly.
Good idea. Good idea.
So
or Ryan, you can play. Sorry, Ryan, you can play around with the with the where it might go on this image.
Yeah,
you could even put it like bigger behind, like in the dark blue box behind context and prop. It could even be a large calendar icon, but muted.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It's up to you. You know what you're doing.
But now this is the question. I don't know who makes the decision or who wants to make the decision. There's the dark version and the light version. Which direction do you want to go this year?
Can you go to the lighter version?
The darker one for me is easier to read.
The lighter one I think is a little too busy.
Don't you think? First I thought it looked great, and then I looked at it on Thursday and it's like too pale, and it cuts the T. And then I became, before going on PTO, it became like, I like the idea. I like the little calendar, but it's maybe too small. And I really do like, since 2017, Ryan and I have done have make sure that there's a constancy in the media with things that are normal in a routine for MicroProfile. But last year and this year, we are on a level of the working group needs to talk about this together. And before something is pushed, we should improve it together, right? Not only just the two of us, because it used to be like super fast, let's move on. But now we have the time. So I do agree. I kind of like the photo. We have many photos of MicroProfilers in the background. They can be used for the community call, for example, and the steering call and the platform call. But in the other calls, we don't have those MicroProfilers. So I think something like Vince said will be nice. And I think the darker version is better for, like Ed mentioned, as well.
So the only one thing, why is the shape? If you change it to the light version,
it comes off the logo.
Is that M? Off from?
No, it's like these little nodes coming off the M. Yeah, off the M. That's like one of the parts.
Mm-hmm. There are the parts. So you see, in the left side, I really like how clever. Like Ryan is amazing.
Oh, that's a circle. Oh, okay.
Yes. So I really like the components, but it's too light, right? Like Ed mentioned. On the right side, on the left side, on the lower part, you can see the M on the top. And then if you're paying attention, but it also links with an idea. When you are in calls, you are discussing, you're brainstorming. So this focal or light ball is a part of the MicroProfile logo, but it's also, it looks like an idea. So I like the component. It's kind of cool, but too light. So Ryan, they can definitely integrate it, but it's too light.
Well, you guys asked for a light version, so there you go.
Yeah, I did.
So we're going with the dark one, or did you say this needs to be discussed somewhere else?
No, here.
Okay.
Use Vince's feedback. I agree with him on the, you know, I asked you during the, one of my feedback in the bottom, add a little calendar for the call. I think we have so many calls that need to be put back. And if we create something super nice on that, it will help. Whatever Vince said, it sounds amazing.
Sure. Okay. I'll update it tomorrow.
And then I have a question. We have all the lists. Can you go back into the beginning, Ed, please?
The beginning of the ticket?
Yes, please. So Ryan was super amazing to bring the, you know, the designs that are in the drive from last year. And in here, inventory sheets, can you click on that one? Please, Ed.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go at the top of the hour.
Yes, we are finishing after this. So these are all the things that we're currently, this is a tab 2021. And a tab 2022 will be created now that we have decided the logo, the color and things. And in the new sheet, we usually do a review. I have done the review when created the tickets early this month. Everything can stay except a few technical discussions that are not happening. We said a few of them didn't go through that are not happening. So I'm going to do the cleanup, right? Total cleanup on this. And then Ryan, for the past few years, we have used one ticket for each task. Do we do that again this year? One ticket for each task? So
I mean, we need a message. We need to make sure there's the, oh, we're not putting a correct link. We're just doing the calendar. We need, we need exactly what days they go on. So I would say one apiece, honestly.
Yeah, like we have done it in the past. We always have a Git ticket in a publication in Twitter or media that shows. So I will do that again. Caitlin was not able to own it. So then what I'm going to do is create all the tickets, and the review of the work done in the previous years is usually similar. So I'm going to do copy paste of that description because it has no grammar mistakes, quote unquote, and it's a constant. We're just going to refresh the design and then move forward. And I think the calls are going to be easier. And we will use this spreadsheet 2022 for it. So one ticket, all of it, each single item, and move forward like we have done in the past.
Hey folks, I have a hard stop at 2. Me too. I've got to bounce.
Everyone, we're done with the call. This is amazing. Thanks so much, Ryan, for doing this thankless job. And for the feedback, everyone. Ed, for being the fantastic steward today, crashing your Mac, doing all these things is amazing. Everyone, see you tomorrow on the community call, those of you that might attend. And thanks so much for being here today.
Ed, it's time for a new MacBook with an M1 chip.
Exactly.
I wish I had a MacBook. I'm saddled with a Windows system.
Oh, there you go.
Oh my gosh. That is like seriously. Bye, everyone.
Bye. Bye.
Mm-hmm.